Hello there! In this guide I'm gonna show you how to kill K'ril Tsutsaroth with ranged using the 5-0 method. With this strategy you can get over 20 kills per trip and it's definitely worth learning. I'm not gonna lie, this method is kind of sweaty and challenging at first, but if you get it down it'll be very rewarding. To start killing K'ril with ranged, I'd recommend you have 85 plus ranged and 44 plus prayer to use Eagle Eye. However, having 74 plus prayer to use rigor would be ideal. You also want to use Blood Barrage to extend your trips. You'll need 92 plus magic and have Desert Treasure completed for this. If you do this right, you won't ever get attacked by K'ril himself and only occasionally by the melee minion. So you want to use Protect from ranged when killing the boss, because the ranger is the most accurate minion. For the gear you want to spec in as much magic defense and ranged offense as possible. This is the setup I went with. If you have some more cash to spend, definitely swap out the Dragon Crossbow for a Zarite or Armadillo Crossbow, upgrade the Odium Ward to a Dragonfire Ward or a Twisted Buckler, and get some Pegasian Boots. You can also use the Diamond Dragon Bolts to get more kills per hour, but this will heavily cut in your profits and I personally don't find it worth it. If you have a tighter budget, you can swap out the Armadillo top and bottom for K'ril's, the Dragon Crossbow for a Rune Crossbow, the Amulet of Anguish for a Fury and the Ring of Suffering for an Archer's Ring, and you will still get some decent kill trips. If you get really good at doing this is a great inventory setup to get the most kills per trip. In my rune pouch I bring plenty of blood, death and soul runes to cause blood barrage, and I also bring a 3-way mage switch to get more DPS when barraging. Don't forget your anti-poison, because you will get poisoned if you mess up. However, when you're just starting to learn this, you'll be making a lot of mistakes, so you want to swap out some pots for a couple of anglerfish in case you start panicking when you get hit. Try out this inventory. Before you get started, import these marked tiles by copying the gibberish text in the description and right-clicking the world map to import them. You also want to check the true tile box under the Tile Indicators plugin. This will highlight the tile your character is currently on. And you also want to enable a timer which will keep track of when your food will despawn. You can find this under the Ground Items plugin. We'll be shooting from the marked tiles, numbered 1 to 5. Start by shooting at tile 1, proceed to shoot from tile 2 and continue. You always have to move to the next tile right as you shoot your bolt. Because it can be difficult sometimes to click on the tiles with K'ril and his minions running around the room, I like to turn my NPC attack options to right click only, so I don't accidentally attack a minion instead of moving and mess up the rotation. When you are right-clicking the boss to attack, you'll block sight of a large portion of the room and the tile you are running to. You want to be able to keep an eye on your character running during the fight, and I found out that if I zoom out a lot and face my camera towards the southern wall, this gives me the clearest sight of the room when right-clicking. Now let's have a look at how to actually perform this method. At around 15 seconds left on the respawn timer, you want to drop 2 anglerfish on tile 2 and wait on tile 1 until he respawns. Put on Protect from ranged and rigor and pot up. As he spawns, you have to wait a short time, I think it's 2 ticks, attack him and click on the food you dropped. Make sure you attack before your character has a chance to pick up the food and hit him from tile 2. Hit him from tile 3, tile 4, tile 5 and repeat. Just keep your mouse hovered over the attack option when you're moving around, so you just have to pay attention to the tile changing color. This will make it a lot easier. A bit of extra knowledge that might be helpful for you. The point of having the food to click on is so that your click registers as a red click. This does some wonky spaghetti code stuff, making the boss move differently when you are underneath of him. You want to use food because fish has a really large click box, and you want to put down 2 food just in case you mess up and pick up your anglerfish. If you execute the start of the kill perfectly, you will run through him and exit his hitbox diagonally, preventing you from getting hit. After you bring down the boss, kill the mage minion, Balfra Kriath, with your blowpipe, use your special attacks if you need to heal. Pick up your food so it doesn't despawn, and bring the meleeer close to the ranger so you can blood barrage them to heal back to full health. At around 15 seconds left, drop your 2 pieces of food on tile 2 and get ready for the next kill. The first kill of the trip is always the hardest because you have to get him set up. There are some elaborate strategies to do this, but I usually just run in with Protect from melee, drop the food on tile 2, run to tile 1 and try to get him into the rotation. This will take some experimenting, and you'll probably have to skip an attack on tile 3 or 4 because K'ril will get too close and hit you. Once you see that he no longer gets hits in on you, switch to protect from ranged and continue the kill. When you learn how to execute this strategy flawlessly, you will be getting over 20 kills per trip. The main drops you're hunting after are the Zammarakian Spear, which drops at a rate of 1 in 127, and the Staff of the Dead and Hilt, which drop at a rate of 1 in 508. Combine these drop rates and you can expect a valuable unique every 85 KC, meaning every 4 trips if you get good at this. That was basically it. I know this might seem a little challenging, but just give it a couple of tries and it should click. No matter how well I try to explain this, a lot of it is just trial and error, so just go out there and give it a shot. If this is too intimidating for you, I'll have some easier methods up which you can find in the playlist on screen now. If you don't want to miss out on my future guides, bless me with your subscription, it really does help me out a lot. Thanks for watching, see ya!